Omar, you on here?
Oh yeah, I'm on here.
Oh, hi guys. Legend's really sick, so I won't be able to do the call for you guys. But I have Omar on here because I didn't want to cancel it out. Omar, you on here? Oh,
Oh yeah, I'm on here.
why do I hear that? Hi guys. Legend's really sick, so how do I won't be able to do the call for you guys. But I have Omar on here because I didn't want to cancel it out. Omar, you on here? Okay, can you? Is that my microphone?
It did the
Can
same
you
thing
guys hear me?
last week. Yeah, I can hear you. We can hear you.
Omar, can you hear me?
Hear you loud and clear.
Cancel it out.
Maybe that's me. Just give her a second. I think she logged out to log back in, guys.
Omar, you on here?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, are you talking?
No, I didn't start yet. I just wanted to wait, make sure everything was okay on your end.
Oh yeah, I don't want Legend screaming in everybody's ear. But can you just take over for me, please? Thank you so much.
Yeah, I got you, no problem.
Hi guys. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. Like I said, Legend's like not feeling good. He had a temperature of like 105.1. So I've been in emergency room all weekend. But yeah, Omar is gonna take over, okay?
Okay, thank you, Jess.
Praying for you.
All right, my fault, guys. Happy Sunday. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope you had a great week. Hope everybody made money last week. And if you didn't, there's another opportunity every week to make more money. So we're going to dive into tonight's class. Last week, we went over major structure in a sense. Yep, major structure, because you got major structure, minor structure, which is your 1 hour. And then your entry is your minor structure. We always remember that you need multiple confirmations on your structure before getting in. It's like a little disclaimer before we do start class. I feel like disclaimers are needed because in order to understand where you're going, you need to understand what you're looking for prior to you starting your class. So structure on your 1 hour and then your 15-minute is vital in moving in the same direction. I just states to you multiple times, you need to understand where your major structure is going prior to your minor structure. So they need to move in conjunction with each other in order to get into a trade, right? I also do want to say that when you do become a trader and you understand how to truly trade, you'll be able to talk to somebody who knows how to trade like you in a manner in which it's like a banter, like a fun play. When me and Jess get on a phone call and we're talking about trading prior to, a call, it's more so like, what do you see? What do I see? We don't both know what we're looking for, and we both just understand how the market moves. So once you're able to have a conversation and fluent in your conversation, then you have truly mastered trading. But enough of that. I know you're tired of me talking. We're going to get straight into the charts. It's going to be a short, quick, easy class. I'm going to go over like 2 pairs. If you have, I'll take a few questions. I'm very tired, guys. Sunday's usually for my family, so I just came back from home over there, and I'm kind of on my wind down time, but I do want to give you guys my time because I understand that Jess does love to give you her time on her Monday night calls. All right. So for the week, I believe you guys look at, I know we went over this last week, GU for the week on our higher structure, which is our 1 hour. The structure is at this moment, we are sitting at this 1 hour area of support. So I am expecting for price to continue moving higher. At the same time, we're sitting at a few areas that do indicate that we will have higher time frame consolidation. So I am expecting for price to sit here for a few days, if not for the entire week. But why price is sitting here and in this area of consolidation, which is this 1 hour area right here, this is what I'm looking at. I'm expecting consolidation. So therefore, if we're sitting on this 1 hour right here, which is my blue area, I do expect for price to push up higher and potentially give me an entry for a buy on my smaller time frame. Now, if you look at our higher structure time frame, we do see that we have this impulse, this correction, this impulse. Price has broken structure to continue making lower lows. We've already pushed back up to this area right here. So we know that price is in a sell on your 4 hour. Now you drop down to your 1 hour, we do see consolidation. We are just waiting for this 1 hour to give us confirmation. Well, we already have the 1 hour confirmation. I do apologize. We're waiting for the smaller time frame to give us a confirmation to let me know that, okay, I'm ready for this 15-minute buy, all right, which is around my area. There was a small entry we haven't hit at 27, but that's already gone. So I'm not going to give you anything on GU, but I just want people to understand, no matter where you're on your journey, to understand structure at this moment, which is this overall push up for this buy, which I do anticipate for price to push up to this 1 hour area as well, which is perfect because it's also this black line, which is a higher time frame. So I do anticipate for price to continue to push up at least to, my apologies, at least something like this. It won't be perfect, but we do understand that the market will give us something like this to indicate that price will get here. So once we get into this area, I will be looking for a sell, but also remember to look for your confluences, look for your structure breaks, look for certain wick exhaustions on your higher time frame. I know Jess talked about her wick exhaustion on her higher time frame. Look for that. Look for your divergence. Look for your trend line break and retest. You know, these are things that you're looking for when price gets back to this area. If it doesn't give you that, then therefore that we know price is going to continue making higher highs and it's not going to return or push back down around this area. Okay. Now that's it for GU, plain cut, simple. Tonight's going to be my apologies, very quick and fast. But for UCAD, we have this 4 hour as well. We have these impulse correction impulses. Price is broken back inside. Price, I want price to really break out of structure prior to it coming back down for my 4 hour, and price has not done that yet. But while we're waiting for that, I'm not going to sit here and wait for that 4 hour structure to play out because I'll be waiting forever. 4 hour structure could take weeks, if not months. It is called the 4 hour structure because it's the 4 hour structure, right? There's a longer, the candlesticks are 4 hour time frames. So that means they take a little longer for them to set up and for structures to break. But while we're there and we understand that we are at this 4 hour and we are anticipating for price to push away and come back to this area, I'm going to look at a 1 hour structure with me understanding that, okay, on this higher time frame, this is where price is moving. I'm on this 1 hour structure. I'm sitting on this area right now. It's kind of pushing in and out. I like this push away, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for price to give me a little more action. So I would prefer for price to push up here towards this area, just for newer people, because the market is doing a lot right now and it's not clear. It's clear, but it's not crystal clear. And I don't want people to throw people off. If you understand, you can understand the train of thought in which I'm speaking, then keep up. You understand it. You got it. You don't need to be on this call right now. But for those who don't, wait for price to push up to this high, at least this area right here, and then look for your buys from this area to push back down. As far as entry wise, okay, the market's a patient man's game. If you know how to be patient in this time, if you know how to be patient in this market, you will definitely make money. There's always a trade every single week, no matter what. So you'll make money regardless. But this is what I'm looking for. I kind of want price to push up, and then we will get a beautiful entry for your trend line for the sell-off, okay? Something like this. All right. Plain as day, simple. And I know I didn't drop down to the smaller time frame, but I understand structure and I can see structure on the smaller time frames with the higher time frame. It's just something you just get good at. But this is something I'm looking for. Of course, drop down, make sure you got your confluences, make sure you got your indicators, and then go from there. But I would prefer for price to push up here first, and then you guys can catch that sell if it does give you the opportunity to sell. Okay. GJ, I believe this is another one you guys trade. Somebody speak up real quick.
Yeah, can you go gold?
Yes, I'll do gold last because this is my last one. Then gold is I'm done after that. GJ, I'm loving GJ. I know it's a little messy and I do apologize. So I'm gonna delete some stuff real quick for you guys. I don't mind a messy chart because structure is just structure no matter what. And I can kind of look through the mess to understand what I'm looking for. But what I see right now is I'm at this area, which is a beautiful sell. So my 4 hour, I'm in a sell overall. I do apologize. I was thinking about something. I'm in a sell overall. So
Omar, I got a question about this one whenever you get a minute.
yes, no problem. I definitely make sure I ask it before I do move on to gold. And let me get my thought out and then we can definitely go over it. So I'm in a sell overall. We have the 1 hour structure. So purple is my 4 hour. So we're having this impulse, this correction. We drop back inside. I like this push down, right? So we like this push down, which is our first indication, but we got a negative 38. So that means this structure is complete. I'm looking for a buy more say, and this is where it's important that you learn how to adapt with the market, right? So being that I am on this 1 hour structure right here of consolidation and price kind of wants to push back up, I'm going to come in, draw me a beautiful area, and we're going to look and we're going to wait and see how price reacts in this area for a sell-off. So wait for your confirmations on your smaller time frames that you can catch that sell pushing down. But I need you to wait and make sure your confirmations are correct, right? Go through your list, whatever you got to do. You've been taught the right way. So if you just take your time and you apply what you've learned, you'll definitely win this trade without a doubt. All right. But just make sure your confluences are correct and everything's in line and you understand structure and you'll definitely catch the sell. All right. Yeah. What's your question?
Now it's Marquise. Now you answered it already. I appreciate it.
All right. You sure?
Yeah, 100%. Like when you were going over it, talking about the structure and stuff like that, and drop down to the 1 hour. So yeah, you already answered it. Appreciate it.
Perfect. And let's go on to gold. I know you're kind of going against the grain right now, but it's cool. But we're going to talk about gold as well. And I'm going to let you know this. Once you learn how to structure and understand structure and how it moves and works, you can trade on any kind of trading platform. Whatever they throw at you, you can trade stocks, you can trade crypto, you can trade options, you can trade anything that involves trading. Because if you understand the history of trading, I always explain this to people like this. Forex is like the grandfather. Stocks, options, I can't remember the other one, are like the son. And then crypto, which is new to the playing field, is like the grandchild. You understand? They all come from that same bloodline. So it's all the same stuff. You know, one teaches the other, and it does get, in a sense, better, quote unquote. But you got to understand, grandfather got the money. He been here longer. He got a bag. You know, the son got a little bag on him too, but the kid is just trying to figure out its footing in this world. That's why the structure on crypto is a little off sometimes, but it's there. Like it's learning, it's understanding, it's new to the market. So it's crawling right now and it's starting to walk and eventually be able to run. That's just how I try to explain. I hope that helped people. But once you learn and understand how structure really moves and works, you can trade on any platform that you see fit or you want to trade on. But back to what we were doing over gold. That was just a little side note. Gold, we have a 4 hour structure. I have this impulse, this correction impulse. We came back inside. So now I do see gold has pushed back out though, right? To make a higher high. Gold has hit a negative 27% as well. So I am looking for a buy on the higher time frame. I know I don't have a fib there, but I'm also waiting for something else for 4 hour to play out. So I can't draw a fib, but I know because price can still push higher before it comes back down. So it's not ready to draw a fib, but I know that we have broken structure. So therefore, I know that on my higher time frame, I am looking for a buy. Now, this is all prior to me even going over news, just looking at pure market structure itself. Once you add news to it, it's a game changer. You know exactly how you're going to get in, when you're going to get in. If they're, like, for instance, I think Powell talked this week, and I can't remember if I was in a trade prior to Powell. When Powell opens his mouth, and I know I got to trade, I'm putting a stop loss instantly. I usually don't trade stop losses. I hate to say that and hate to go against the grain, but I understand structure and understand what I'm doing. So that's just one of the rules I kind of don't follow. I'm more so putting an alert at an area where I need to put a stop loss at instead of using one. But don't listen to me. Do as I say, not as I do. But I'm just being as transparent as I can as possible. But when I know Powell's going to speak, or I know I have heavy news coming out, and I'm in a trade prior to news, I'm going to put a stop loss in a decent area because, once again, anything can happen. News can say one thing and news can come out better than what it was said or worse than what it was. You understand? Like, you never know. You get it. When news on Forex Factory, they tell you prior to what they think news is going to be, not exactly what news is. So this is why I tell you, put your stop loss if you know something heavy is going to come out. Like Powell talking this week, I don't think he talked about too much. I watched a little bit of it, but it was more so a panel of them having a conversation on what they anticipate, what they think is going to happen. You know, just shooting the shit. Excuse my language, but that's what it is. But me not knowing that was going to happen, I put a stop loss on the trade. It didn't hit the stop loss, but it's just good trading. Once you know how to trade good and know how to do what you need to do, things like that are just come naturally. But I said that to say this, I'm doing all this prior to news. So understanding your structure and news is just another indicator of the direction in which the market is already prior moving to or is going to move to. Okay. But 4 hour, we have this impulse correction. We already broke structure. I cannot draw a fib on this structure at the moment because it has not given me your ABC. All right. If you know, you know. I don't have a C yet. But if I drop down, because while we're waiting for that, I'm not going to sit around and wait for this 4 hour structure to play out. I'm going to drop down to my 1 hour. We're going to 1 hour. We're at this area. I do see price pulling back to this area, which is a beautiful area. We have multiple touches that can pull back down. So I want price to pull back down to this area right here. And then we'll look for a buy, or price at this point continue moving higher, because remember that higher structure has not given us a full pullback yet. So that 4 hour can be like, nah, I want to go a little higher. Even though we're at this 1 hour area, that 4 hour has domain over the charts right now. All right. No matter what's being said, you can be like, I wanted to pull down this area, it needs to, does not mean it has to. But we are anticipating a pullback at an area coming soon. All right. So that's just what I have on gold. And that's it for the night as far as charts. I will go over news. I'm not an expert on news. I do understand news. I do trade with news. I don't like to speak on news because it's not something I fully understand. I am still learning about news, but I don't like to speak on something I don't know too much of, because I'm not trying to walk somebody down a trail which I have no knowledge of, and then they're lost just like I am. That's stupid as hell. All right. But when I do trade news and what I see, I understand. So, for example, Powell is talking this week, but he's talking at 4:35 on Wednesday, right? But when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is check my news prior to my charts. What news is coming out prior to me even marking up or getting into a trade, which will indicate how I move throughout the day. So I know that Powell is speaking. I'm usually done trading by 10:45. My trades don't hit at 10:45, but I'll get into a trade around that time. So me knowing that Powell's about to talk at 4:35, and if I get into a trade at 10:45, I'm going to put a tight stop loss on that trade because I'm going to be away from my computer. I'm not going to be on my phone. So if Powell does happen to maybe come in and raise interest rates or drop interest rates or does X, Y, or Z, or say the Federal Reserve has something going on, or he just may spontaneously go freaking crazy and say something out the way, he just has a moment, I'm not going to blow my account. You understand? I hope that kind of makes sense to you guys. You use news to gauge how you're going to move in the trade. Now, there are other things that do apply to trading as far as stop loss hunters, which you need to be aware of, because I was talking to somebody the other day, there was like a 63 pip stop loss hunt. And being that my account can withstand 100 pip stop loss hunt, they don't happen all the time. And don't get scared and don't allow me to push you away from trading. Just know that they're there. Trading is not here for you to win. That's not the case, but you have to outsmart the market, right? The market doesn't want you to win. The market is here for its own greed. You have to be smart enough and witty enough and wise enough to understand, okay, this is how the market moves. I need to make sure I can counter whatever move you're making. The best chess players are not players that attack, or players that are good at reacting to another opponent and also attacking at the same time. All right. But that's it. I'm going to take 3 questions and then I'm done for the night. I'm tired. I just gave y'all so much energy. And that's where we're going to leave it at.
Omar, I had a,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Not you just gave them so much energy.
I did. I'm tired.
Okay, well, thank you so much for doing the
problem.
call. I appreciate you.
No problem at all.
Jessica, the Monday night call.
Yeah, remember I was saying that I had did that one on Michael's computer. Like it's somewhere in the cloud, and I asked him numerous times at this point, could he get it for me? Because it didn't save like how my normal ones save for me to upload. So I will get it to you. Actually, let me message him right now.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
No worries. And I'm sorry that it's taking this long to give me the call.
We good. We good. Hope you had a good vacation and a happy belated birthday.
I just wish my baby didn't have a fever because I canceled all my plans for this weekend because he just has not been right. Okay, I gotta go, y'all, because he was crying real bad. We can actually end the call now. I am going to be present with you guys next week for sure, though. Okay. Hello.
Yes, thank you.
No worries. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Well, sorry.
Omar.
Omar, I forgot you said you were doing 3 questions. Sorry.
yeah,
If you
I had
want
a
to do them,
question.
you can. Okay. So I'm just gonna go now. But Omar, you can finish however you want. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Derek, you have your hand raised?
Yeah, I had a question. Can you hear me okay?
Loud and clear.
I had a question on the USD CAD markup.
USD. Yes, sir. Give me a second. What's your question, my brother?
I had it setting up potentially for a buy on that one. So my question is, I zoomed out to, I think it was the daily time frame.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a trend line coming down over the top. Yeah, so where you have that.
This thing got a mind of its own.
No, you're good. Where you have your resistance set in the purple. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't have it coming from the very, very top. I just had it coming from the peak over there above the resistance.
Okay. You talking about this right here?
Yeah, I shortened it up. Yep.
Why would you short yourself? And that was giving you everything.
That's just for sure. But I had it breaking outside of that structure.
Right. That's a higher time frame structure. So remember that. You're looking, you can't take a higher. Let me think about this. With your higher time frame structures, yes, you haven't had a proper push away pullback on your higher time frame yet. This is still considered consolidation. As you see in this area, price is wicking out, pushing back inside. We haven't had a clear push away pullback. So that's just letting you know 1 or 2 things. We're going to consolidate here. If I drop down to my smaller time frames and I see that red area, automatically in my mind I'm saying, oh, consolidation. You understand? Mm-hmm. Because that's a higher time, that's your daily. So I'm going to think automatically on a smaller time frame, it's going to consolidate here for a while. If we drop down, it's been consolidating here for how many days? That's 20 days. You see?
Yeah.
So that's just automatically, because it's a higher time frame. It's going to take a lot longer for something on a higher time frame to break and retest than it is on something smaller. So when you use your higher time frames, you need them to tell you that we either have I had a brain fart. Damn. You need them to tell you that you're going to consolidate in this area, or the lower you go, areas of resistance support, no matter how you feel about it. But I don't see how you would see a buy on that higher time frame. That would just basically tell me that I'm going to consolidate. Okay.
Right. I think it's because where I had my my trend line starting from. Like I said, I had shortened it a little bit. So
even with that, I understand that, my brother. Even with that, it's not
it like a break and read.
Yes, but you're not using that higher time frame. See, I want to cut the bad habits out right now. You understand?
For sure.
Don't keep doing these bad habits, because it's exactly what I'm telling you it is. Nothing else, nothing more. All right.
Okay.
Use that higher time frame. When Jess is on, she uses your higher time frame, but she also shows you how to do your smaller time frame confluences and your entries. So don't go against the grain, go with the grain, and you'll win every time.
For sure.
But I do have, and even though you said a buy, there is a buy here because I have price pushing up to push back down.
Right.
So my
Right.
bars pattern is there. You're there. You just need to go a little deeper with your time frame, and you'll get to where you need to be because you're there. You just gotta switch that brain a little bit.
Appreciate it, man.
No problem at all. Hope that helped you.
Yeah, no, it did. It did.
All right. I got 2 more questions. All right, I think that's it. Perfect.
No, man, I asked you, is anybody gonna ask one? I ask, I'll ask.
What's up?
What do you think about EJ? I'm looking at it right now on mine, and I have it going into a sell. I'm looking at the 1 hour chart right now, and I drop down to the 15. I see a little bit of a divergence right there. Just wanted to get your expert opinion on it though.
EJ, appreciate that. Appreciate that love. Jess the real expert though.
And she is.
She's the GOAT. All right. So we have, even though I'm not on my 4 hour, I have my purple indicators let me know. Even though I'm looking at a 1 hour, I'm in this area of resistance. Now turn support. We did have a small push away for EJ. Let me see where you see a divergence. That's going down. That's going. I don't like that divergence. I'm going to wait for price to pull back down one more time to this area, this 1 hour area. And then I'll be looking for a buy, but I need for price to push down and then I'll look for a buy, if that makes sense. The 1 hour hasn't given me enough information for my 15 yet, so I'm not going to touch the 15 yet until I get confirmation on my 1 hour. Okay.
Yeah, but it'll be an overall sale though, right? From the 4 hour. If you jump to the 4 hour, like structure wise. Am I incorrect on that?
The market is a little fishy. The market ain't even moving the way the market needs to be moved. But this is an impulse. We hit a negative 61%. I'm looking for a buy, to be honest with you, because we broke this area. So I'm looking for a buy.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Appreciate your time. Thank you.
No problem at all. One more question. So before I walk away, because I feel like that was half-assed answered, just wait for price to push back down and then get your confirmations for that buy, okay? Wait for price to pull back down. It is pushing down. It's trying to push down now, as you can tell. But wait for price to push down. We do have wick exhaustion here. We also have wick exhaustion here. So that lets me know that's the area of resistance. And then I do have, where's my foundation levels? Let me just look real quick. I don't mind it. I'm sorry, guys. We're not at a foundation. We're good. All right. And you should be good. Wait for that. Yeah, wait for that structure to pull back down and you should be good for that buy. Okay. That's why I'm looking for buys now. One more question and I'm done for the night, guys. All righty. That'll wrap it up. Hope you guys have a great night. I hope you guys learned something today. If not, you can always go back and rewatch the videos. Just remember to thank Jess for her time for these Monday night calls, because she does not have to do these calls. These are just from the grace of her heart. She knows how to trade. She can disappear tomorrow and never need to do a call again. So just be thankful that she takes her time to do these. And you guys have a great night.
Thank you.
Will this be uploaded to YouTube?
Yeah, it's already live, so it should download automatically. Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Have a
No
good week.
problem.
Okay.
Thanks, Omar.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Omar.
Problem.
Thank you.